Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Thira Panachari Jamuna Thira Panachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Thira Panachari Jamuna Thira Panachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatharine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Everybody repeat after me.
Pavitro va sarva vastam gato hiva ya smarit pundarikaksham
sabhaya yantara
ara suchi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu
Unpurified or purified, or even having passed through all situations, one remembers the lotus eyes, the clean personality of God is cleansed without and within.
Timidandasya Jnananjanachalakhaya chakshurun militam jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juthapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Bidham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Bidhamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Bhaschatyadeeshatharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavi Devi Dayathaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadhya Sri Rupanuka Bhaktita Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate Namaste Gauravani Sri Martaye Dinatharine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padambojayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namane Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nirdesta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patithanam Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Jayatam Surathau Pangor Mamamanda Mathirgati Matsarvasva Padam Bojao Radha Madana Mohanao Divyat Brindaranya Kalpadrumadha Sriman Ratnakara Simhasanastao Sri Sri Radha Shila Govinda Devo Pristali Bisevya Manosmarani Sriman Rasarasarambi Vamsivata Tathastita Karshan Benu Svanayo Gopir Gopinata Sriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It is my great honor and fortune to be with all of you today on the occasion of the initiation ceremony. On behalf of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and our beloved Acharyas of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara, we are receiving this greatest of all treasures, the current of grace, knowledge, and blessings that has been preserved and shared by those who are among the greatest, most enlightened lovers of God throughout history. Srila Prabhupada and our Acharyas would begin such ceremonies of commitment, be it initiation, marriage, renunciation, by reciting this particular verse that our esteemed Rabindranath Prabhu led us in chanting. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmarek pundarikaksham sabhaya bhyantara suchi. This simple verse encapsulates the essential purpose of initiation and, in truth, the essential purpose of life itself. To become purified, whether we are pure or impure, or even having passed through so many various, inconceivable, unexpected situations of life, with its pleasures and pains, its honor and dishonor, success, failure, victory, defeat, happiness, distress, health, disease, and birth and death. Things are always changing in this world. Some few things we have control over. But how many things are there that we do not have control over? So if our happiness is in getting our way, our happiness is going to be very conditional and the cause of so much frustration. So what is real happiness? What is our real purpose? That even while passing through so many different situations, whatever our condition, whether we're pious or sinful in our past, if we remember the beautiful lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead, we become purified within and without. In this verse, the name of Bhagavan is Pavitra. Pavitra means supremely pure. A purity that is infinitely more powerful than anything within this ever-changing creation. It is natural that what we associate with, we inherit those qualities. Srila Prabhupada gave simple analogy. If you take an iron rod and put it in fire and hold it there, it takes the same qualities as fire. It becomes red hot. And if someone challenges, it's still an iron rod, then you can invite that person, touch it. He will be burnt exactly as if touching fire directly. That is the power of association. The concept of satsang, associating with pure people, people who are striving for purity, purifies us. And what is that satsang? Machchata madgata purana bodhyanta parasparam katiyantascha mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. The most purest association is when people inspire one another by sharing absorption in the supremely pure remembrance of God or Krishna. The name Krishna means all attractive. The supreme object of beauty, knowledge, strength, wealth, fame, renunciation. He's all attractive. And when we associate by hearing about Krishna, by chanting Krishna's names, by absorbing our hearts and remembering Krishna through seva or service, we become purified in contact. The Srimad Bhagavatam tells a simple story of a fruit vendor. She was a simple lady who lived in the forest. She would just collect whatever little fruits she could find on the ground or pick from trees and enter into villages and try to sell it. So she had her basket of fruits, very elderly lady, uneducated, perhaps just lived in a little thatched hut somewhere in the forest. And she called out, "Does anyone want to buy my fruits?" She happened to be in Gokul, Mahavan, the great forest of Krishna. And Krishna was just a little child. He was hardly about 3 years old at the time. And they did not have money currency in those days. They would trade. So he would see his mother, Yashoda, giving little grains of wheat in exchange for whatever she wanted. So he grabbed a handful of little grains and came running. And when he came to the fruit vendor, his little tiny hand had already dropped all but 1 or 2 grains. And he showed her that grain and said, "Please give me fruit, I will pay." And she looked at the grain, and then she looked at him. He was so small, but his smile was so charming, and his eyes were, his glance was so full of love. He was so beautiful. She only had one desire in her heart. I just want to make this little boy happy. She's, "How many fruits would you like?" And he held up his little arms. And she filled his hands and filled his arms with as many fruits as he could possibly hold. And then he ran away after smiling upon her. But that smile affected her in such a way. She never experienced anything like that. She pleased this little boy. She had no idea he's God. All she knew is, I love him. To love means to serve. And to serve means to please. Haribol, wonderful to see you. When we love someone, it doesn't mean we do what we want for that person. It means we do what pleases our beloved. Just like some of these mothers and their babies are teaching us this today. The baby's crying. The mother may want to stay here in the temple room. But her love for her child is she'll go and give her baby what the baby wants. The mother may want to sleep at night, but the baby goes, "Ah!" So what does the mother do? "Oh, I love my child, let him cry." She will get up and she'll do anything all night long to make her little baby happy. And the origin of that natural affinity to love and be loved is in the soul's love for Krishna and in the soul experiencing Krishna's love. And that's what she experienced. She had no intellectual, philosophical understanding of what was going on. She didn't know that what yogis and pundits and scholars strive to achieve for thousands and thousands of births to have a darshan of the Lord, she was having. All she knew is she gave fruits to this little boy, and it made her so happy. But Krishna reciprocated. And the entire basket was filled and overflowing with precious celestial jewels. Real jewels. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, lapis lazuli, pearls, gold, silver. It was literally tens and millions of dollars of jewels by our calculation. But she was not thinking of anything except, I want to make the boy more happy. I have to go back and get to the forest and pick more fruits. So she picked up the basket and didn't even notice how heavy it was. She ran back to the forest, put the basket down, and started collecting more and more and more fruits. And when she went to put it in the basket, she saw there was no space because the basket was filled with jewels. Sri Jiva Goswami tells, what did she do? She just dumped all the jewels in the ground and filled the basket with fruits and ran to give them to Krishna. How many of us could do that? That was param dristva nivartate. That was the higher taste she was experiencing. She was tasting Krishna's love. And she was tasting the great happiness of offering Krishna her love. So she ran back. It doesn't have any explanation in these great literatures that she ever came back for the jewels. She came back to Krishna. And she called out, Gopal, Gopal, I have more fruits, please. I want to see her smile again. And Gopal came running back. And she filled his arms again with fruits, and he smiled upon her and glanced upon her and then ran back to his mother. And that lady attained the ultimate perfection of life. Yogi namapi saravesham madgitena antaratmana shvaravan bhajate yomam samei yuktatamamata. The Bhagavad Gita tells that the perfection of yoga is this loving, devotional service to the Lord. Prema pumarta mahan. The highest goal of life is the awakening of this love that's within our heart. Krishna Prem. That she achieved. Total absorption. And Krishna was so pleased by that love. It was just some little forest fruits, that's all she gave him. Krishna went back to his mother and showed her all these fruits, and Yashoda Mai said, Krishna, where did you get these fruits? Krishna said, a lady was selling them and I bought them. I gave her grains. And Yashoda Mai said, because he's such a small boy, she said, this lady was a stranger. You can't just mix with strangers. How can you trust someone that you don't know? And Krishna smiled. He said, I don't know what it means to not trust someone. And then he said, let's share these fruits with all the Brijbasis, with all the people of our village. So there wasn't too many fruits, but she took those fruits. Krishna was past giving them to his mother one at a time, and she was distributing to the village people, Brijbasis. She gave out 1 and 2 and 10 and 20 and 50 and 100 and 1,000, however many. Every time she gave one away, Krishna had another one and another one and another one, and she was in great wonder, how did Krishna get so many fruits? Krishna expanded those fruits of the village lady because he was so eager to share them. And that same Krishna appears as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he gave this analogy. He said, I'm a gardener, and I grow many fruits. And these are the fruits of Prema Bhakti, the fruits of love for Krishna. And I've come to this world to give these fruits for even the least price, or even for nothing. I've just come to give these fruits out. But with my 2 hands, how many fruits can I give? For those of you who really want to please me and serve me, please assist me in distributing these fruits of love of God. The special thing about these fruits is if you taste even once, you're satisfied for all eternity. In 1966, 50 years ago this year, after Srila Prabhupada, our beloved Guru Maharaj, sailed across oceans, continents, he did not have any money, really. 40 rupees, which could not be exchanged in America. When he was in New York, he was more or less homeless for some time. He didn't have anybody there to really help him. But he had these fruits of love of God. Limitless fruits in his hearts. And he wanted to share them. And that is how he established this wonderful spiritual society. When devotees ask Srila Prabhupada, how can we repay you for what you've done for us? He said, just taste these fruits and share them with others. It's a universal, eternal principle. That fruit of love of God, when we're in the association of people who value it, we develop faith. Everything else in life will perish through the power of time. But whatever spiritual progress we make is forever. What will we put our priorities on? What will we value as our real success in life? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught us in a beautiful verse, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Satya Kabunoi Sravanadi Sudhi Chiti Kori Ayudoi. That this love for Krishna, this deep compassion for all beings, this Satchit Ananda, the nature of the soul, eternal, full of knowledge and full of the happiness of that love. It is within everyone. It is our nature. Srila Prabhupada explained that Krishna consciousness is not an artificial imposition on the mind. It's the original consciousness wherever there's life. It's the nature of the soul. It simply has to be awakened. And in this beautiful verse, Lord Chaitanya says, by chanting God's names and by associating and rendering service in the company of enlightened people, that love awakens. Chaito darapana marajanam bhava mahadavagni. The mind is compared to a mirror. When you look in a mirror, you're supposed to see yourself. But when the mirror is covered with dust and pollution, that's all you see. And you think, this is me. So when the mind is covered with selfish passion, lust, frustration of our selfish passions, we become angry. If somebody else seems to be in a better condition than us, we become envious. However much we get, we're never satisfied. We always need more. We become plagued with greed and so much arrogance when somehow or other we claim the rights to what we've done. We become arrogant. An illusion. This is the dust that covers the mind. But when we purify the mirror of the mind, we see our true self. we see Krishna smile within us. In this age of Kali, the simple method of purifying the mind is in remembering Krishna, remembering God. And the most accessible way of remembering is in chanting the holy names. Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna appears within his name in this age of Kali. These divine sound vibration is all pure. And when we chant it with sincerity, with humility, when we receive the name from a pure source, then as we meditate on these holy names, chant these holy names, and share these holy names among ourselves through japa, through bhajan, through kirtan, we become purified. I believe today in Los Angeles is Rath Yatra, and just recently is Gundicha Marjanam. Before Lord Chaitanya performed this beautiful festival of bringing Jagannath to the temple of Gundicha, he wanted to clean it. And that story is so deeply instructive. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself in the mood of Sri Radha, taking the role of a devotee to teach us by his example how to clean our hearts. He told the superintendents of the temple, tomorrow I want to personally clean the temple with all of my associates. And the superintendent of the temple said, we can clean the temple, you don't have to do that. This is below your dignity. You are such a great guru and Swami. Why should you be cleaning temple? Lord Chaitanya, no, I want to do. Bring 100 brooms and hundreds of buckets. And when they all gathered very early in the morning, Lord Chaitanya was personally giving a broom to each devotee. And when they were all holding their brooms, he said, we must all together, they were united in this purpose. It wasn't one person was going to do it. We were all united for the service of the Lord. Every single granule of dust, sand, and straw that may be there must be removed. They started sweeping and sweeping and sweeping, and they were kept sweeping, and Lord Chaitanya was himself sweeping with such enthusiasm. Everyone together made a pile, and Lord Chaitanya himself made his own pile of what he collected, and it was far bigger than all the hundreds of devotees together. He wanted to inspire them by his example. And then after they removed everything, no temple had ever been cleaned like that before. Then Lord Chaitanya said, now we must go back with the brooms to search for finer particles. And they cleaned and cleaned. And after everything was immaculately clean, then he had devotees standing in line and going to Indrajumana Sarovara lake and various wells, and they were getting buckets of water and passing it to each other and bringing it in the temple and washing and washing and washing the ceiling, the walls, the floors, every room, every particle. Then they let all the water out, and he said, now let us clean it again. This was a festival. It wasn't that they were thinking, oh, when will we get finished with this cleaning? The cleaning itself was a festival of love. And Lord Chaitanya was appreciating what each person was doing. And everyone was appreciating what each other was doing. Look at what you have just cleaned. Wonderful, wonderful. No one was trying to take credit. Everyone was giving credit. And everyone was working harder to inspire other people to work harder. It was transcendental competition. Do more so you can inspire somebody else to do more. Not do more so that you can take all the credit and push somebody else down. That's the difference between spiritual competition and material competition. I will do as much as I possibly can, and by doing so I'll inspire others to do as much as possible can. And more service is done for Krishna. After they washed it and washed it and washed it, then Lord Chaitanya, with his own cloth that he was wearing, he started polishing the temple. Everything in the inside. And all the devotees were polishing and making everything completely shining. And Lord Chaitanya said, now we can welcome the Lord in this temple. Srila Prabhupada cites Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that this is what Bhakti Yoga is. The heart is a temple. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridaya arjuna tishtati. Bhagavad Gita tells that Krishna is seated in the heart of every living being as the Paramatma. There is the Jivatma, our own true self, and beside the Jivatma, in every heart, Krishna is the most intimate friend and guide. Just ready and willing to reveal himself to us. If we want the Lord to appear in our hearts, we have to be very, very sincere to cleanse, to purify the heart. The practice of cleaning is primarily to remove what is unclean and simultaneously not to put any more unclean things in it, but to keep putting clean things. So we follow these four regulative principles. We give up selfish, arrogant, immoral activities. And at the same time, living in a spirit of seva, morality, ethics, integrity, character. This is foundational basis of spiritual life. Through chanting God's names, through hearing the glories of the Lord, through practicing the 9 processes of devotional service. Saravana kirtana smarana bandhana pada sevana dasire pujana sakijana atma nivedana. We clean our hearts. And when the heart becomes clean, it becomes a fit place for Krishna to reside. This is the way a devotee feels. Krishna's in my heart. Why am I making him live in such a dirty place? Let me make it clean. And the more clean we make it, the more Krishna reveals himself to us from within. And as he reveals the light of his grace, the light of his love, he shines through our words, our actions, our very life, to illuminate other people with that love and that devotion. Srila Prabhupada gave us this beautiful opportunity. Beyond birth and death is the love of the soul. Initiation is a very sacred, important occasion. It's a time when those who are truly sincere, who are really striving to center and focus their life on purification of the heart, on seva. Such people make commitments. These commitments have many great benefits. One is the commitment gives us a very true and deep connection to the current of grace through the disciplic line of great acharyas. We're formally connecting ourselves to this endless current of divine grace. And through our Guru, we are receiving the mercy of all the great Gurus of our line. Brahma, Narada, Vyasadeva, later on Madhvacharya. After many generations, Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself was initiated in this parampara. Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, the 6 Goswamis of Sri Vrindavan, the Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar. And from the 6 Goswamis, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivasacharya, Shamananda. We have the histories of the lives of all of these saints. And most of them wrote so many incredible literatures expanding and expounding this essential teaching of Prema Bhakti, Sri Braj Bhakti. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev Vidyabhushan, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our beloved Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, was a disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was given this order in 1922 to share this message with the whole world. And he did. And all of us in this wonderful family, whatever our roles may be, Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, GBC Temple President, Congregational Mother, Father, Pujari, Cook, Book Distributor, Harinam Sankirtan, Accountant, whatever our particular role, we're all a family assisting in helping each other to receive this wonderful blessing and share it with others. Initiation is a time when we commit ourselves. A great blessing of making this commitment is we take very seriously the focus of our priority responsibility even through the various changing seasons of life. In India, the summer season is blazing hot. And then there's the monsoon rainy season, which cools things off, but floods everything from time to time. And then there's the autumn season, which is, it begins really hot, but then it becomes really pleasurable and nice. And then there's winter. And depending on where you are in winter, it's like here in LA, winter's kind of nice. But where I'm from, when I was a boy in Chicago, northern Illinois, winter's nice, but you really have to have a certain type of state of mind to appreciate it. Freezing cold, massive, icy winds and snow and ice. And we used to dream of Los Angeles. Really, it was like that. I remember some of my friends, their parents moved to Los Angeles, and they'd come back and tell us how nice the winters are. But Bhagavad Gita tells matras parashastu konteya sitos na sukha dukada agama payano nityas tamstatikshasva bharata. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, honor, dishonor, all these changes are like the seasons. We should not be affected by them. We tolerate them. In other words, our integrity, our character, and our purpose remains the same, whatever may happen. And making a commitment helps us to do that. And if we make the commitment properly, we're actually making a commitment to take shelter of a higher power to help us. The higher power that's coming through satsang, through the holy names, through the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita. Initiation is not an automatic thing. To the degree we take it seriously, to the degree we're going to get blessed and we're going to be empowered to maintain our integrity through all the challenges of life and continue to become purified and grow. Lord Chaitanya explained the difficulties that come in life are great blessings to help us to grow and be pure. And also the nice, pleasurable experiences of life give us the same opportunity. So we are very grateful to each one of you who is taking these vows of initiation today. And we pray at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and all the previous acharyas to protect you, to empower you, to bless you. Thank you very much. And I'm very honored to be the servant of your servants. What you can do is you will call each person and you can state the vows of chanting at least 16 rounds and state each of the 4 regulative principles and the promise to strive to be the servant of Srila Prabhupada's society. And each of you could come one at a time.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So congratulations to all of first initiates and second initiates. So as I announce your name, please come forward, offer your obeisances to Maharaj, and speak your vows on this microphone. I will give you this microphone, so please speak your vows on your microphone, okay? So we'll begin with Bhakta Jai Kush. Bhakta Jai Kush. And Bhakta Storm, please be ready.
Hare Krishna. I promise to chant 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna mantra every single day. And I promise to never eat meat, fish, or eggs, to never take intoxications, to never have illicit sex, and to never gamble, and to strive to be the servant of Srila Prabhupada's mission.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my great happiness and honor to offer you the name Jai Chaitanya Das.
Haribo! Haribo! Jai Chaitanya Das Prabhu ki! Jai Chaitanya Das Prabhu ki! Jai Chaitanya Das Prabhu ki! Now Bhakta Storm, please come forward, and Bhakta Vijay, please be ready. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I promise to chant 16 rounds at least every day, without fail, for the rest of my life. I also promise never to eat any meat, fish, eggs. I also promise never to gamble. I also promise never to have any sort of illicit connections with the sexual behavior, illicit sex. I also promise to never intoxicate for the rest of my life, and to strive to be the servant of your servants, as well as to serve you to the best of my ability, with my most honest sincerity in your service to help Srila Prabhupada in his mission of spreading Krishna consciousness movement.
Thank you very much, Ru. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Sri Nitai Das.
Haribo! Haribo! Sri Nitai Das Prabhu ki! Sri Nitai Das Prabhu ki! Sri Nitai Das Prabhu ki! Bhakta Vijay Krishna, please come forward, and Bhakta Rajendra Shivhare, please be ready.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I promise to chant at least 16 rounds daily throughout my life, and I promise to not eat meat, egg, or any type of animal, and I promise to not to take any intoxication, not to do any gambling, or not to indulge in any illicit sex. And I promise to be servant of your mission and in the service of Prabhupada's mission.
Thank you, Prabhu. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our parampara, very honored to offer you the name Vanamali Krishna Das.
Haribo! Haribo! Vanamali Krishna Das Prabhu ki! Vanamali Krishna Das Prabhu ki! Vanamali Krishna Das Prabhu ki! Bhakta Rajendra, please come forward, and Kanti Mataji, please be ready.
Maharaj, I vow to follow the four regulated principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I will sincerely chant minimum 16 rounds daily. I will serve Prabhupada's mission as a servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Raseshwar Gopal Das.
Haribo! Haribo! Raseshwar Gopal Prabhu ki! Raseshwar Gopal Prabhu ki! Raseshwar Gopal Prabhu ki! Kanti Mataji, please come forward, and Bhakti Aminata, please be ready.
Maharaj, I vow I will sincerely chant 16 rounds every day, and I will follow all the four regulations, regulative, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no gambling. No intoxications. Maharaj, I will follow Prabhupada. I will serve Prabhupada's servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our parampara, of acharyas. We're happy to give you the name Kamala Gopi Devi Dasi.
Haribo! Haribo! Kamal Gopi Devi Dasi Mata Ji ki! Kamal Gopi Devi Dasi Mata Ji ki! Kamal Gopi Devi Dasi Mata Ji ki! Haribo! Bhakti Amanata, please come forward, and Bhakti Mali, please be ready.
I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles of no meat eating, no gambling, no toxins, and no illicit sex. And I vow to chant 16 rounds at least daily. I vow to follow the mission of Srila Prabhupada, of being the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And I vow to serve you, Guru Maharaj, to my best ability. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to give you the name Krishangi Gopika Devi Dasi.
Haribo! Haribo! Krishangi Gopika Mataji ki! Krishangi Gopika Mataji ki! Krishangi Gopika Mataji ki! Bhakti Molly, please come forward, and Bhakti Ashley, please be ready.
I vow to chant 16 rounds per day and follow the 4 regulative principles: not eating meat, not having illicit sex, not using intoxicants, and not gambling. And I vow to try to the best of my ability to serve in Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to give you the name Madhuri Priya Devi Dasi.
Haribo! Haribo! Madhuri Priya Mataji ki! Madhuri Priya Mataji ki! Madhuri Priya Mataji ki! Bhakti Ashley, please come forward, and Bhakti Jamie, please be ready. Thank you.
I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of the Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles of no meat eating, fish or eggs, no intoxicants, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And I vow to forever serve in Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm honored to give you the name Braja Kishori Devi Dasi.
Braj Kishori Mataji ki! Braj Kishori Mataji ki! Braj Kishori Mataji ki! Thank you. Bhakti Jani, please come forward. And after that we have second initiates. Ananda Kirtana Prabhu, please be ready. Thank you.
I vow to chant 16 rounds every day without fail. I vow to follow the 4 regular principles: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxications. And I vow to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to give you the name Jamuna Priti Devi Dasi.
Haribo! Haribo! Jamuna Priti Mataji ki! Jamuna Priti Mataji ki! Jamuna Priti Mataji ki!
All they have to do is stand up and you can say their names. They just stand up and they say their names. Just say their names.
Haribol! Anand Kirtan Prabhu ki! Anand Kirtan Prabhu ki! Anand Kirtan Prabhu ki! Shyam Mukunda Das Prabhu, please come forward. And Brajananda Prabhu, please be ready. Thank you. Shyama Mukunda Prabhu ki! Shyama Mukunda Prabhu ki! Shyama Mukunda Prabhu ki! Thank you.
Swavas Prabhu, please come down and speak a nice message for all these devotees. And Tukaram Prabhu also please come.
Haribo! Brajanand Prabhu ki! Brajanand Prabhu ki! Brajanand Prabhu ki! Haribo! Thank you.
Hare Krishna. First of all, thank all of you for coming to this wonderful occasion of initiation. First of all, we'd like to thank His Holiness Radhanatha Maharaj for taking on this very thankless task of accepting disciples for the purpose of spreading Krishna consciousness. Disciple means discipline. So when we take initiation, we want to discipline ourselves in making advancement in Krishna consciousness, as we heard the 4 regulative principles, chanting 16 rounds daily. This is discipline, and it takes a lot of focus and effort. And also it's important to have good association. This association is especially important in order for us to become enthused and enlivened in following these regulative principles and chanting the holy name of the Lord. Also, it's very important to not think that this is the all in all in terms of our spiritual life. It's just beginning. Sometimes we see that devotees take initiation, and after that they kind of go down because they think they've reached the pinnacle. But this is not the pinnacle. This is actually just the beginning of your Krishna conscious life. So please take it very seriously that from this point on, you're just beginning on this spiritual path. You've made vows, you've made determination to the audience, to the witnesses, and your determination is to stay on that path. So Krishna consciousness means that when we take initiation, we start our spiritual life. This is where it begins. So please take it seriously, and please have good association. Be very sincere in your execution of devotional service. These things are very important in order for you to make advancement on this path of Krishna consciousness. And of course, as usual, we always want devotees to be very absorbed in this mission. It says that when there's this diksha, that the mind of the disciple becomes one with the guru, which means that the disciple tries very sincerely to understand the instruction of the spiritual master and takes that instruction as his heart and soul, or her heart and soul. So this is very important. Please try to understand the instruction of His Holiness Radhanatha Swami, and of course that of Srila Prabhupada, and push on this Krishna consciousness. And one of the responsibilities of taking initiation is that you become good association, and that you also help others make advancement in Krishna consciousness and come to this very same point of taking initiation and then spreading more of this Krishna consciousness movement. So, thank you very much. Good luck to you. We wish you well. And thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's a bit embarrassing to be speaking in front of my elders, but I've been asked to say something, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet. We have a rule that we don't canvass people for a particular guru. There's about 100 gurus in ISKCON to give initiation. And as leaders, temple leaders and such, we're not supposed to canvass. But there's also this instruction that you bring the people that you bring to Krishna consciousness to your gurus. And so you got to kind of walk a fine line there, because you have the people who inspire you, and at the same time you're not supposed to canvass. So I like to create opportunities for His Holiness Radhanatha Maharaj to meet the people in our community, because I feel very proud and fortunate and honored to be part of such a wonderful society with sadhus like you, carrying the flag of Mahaprabhu and the grace of Srila Prabhupada. And I have a lot of confidence and a lot of faith that people who come in contact with you are benefited. So I'm really happy to be part of a movement serving under great personalities like yourself. as for a message to the devotees who are getting initiated, I'm on this WhatsApp group that somebody added me to, and I don't seem to be able to get off it. And so, anyway, this particular one, there's a number of them, but this particular one is Prabhupada quotes that are sent. And there's one that I got recently, just a day or two ago, which seems quite apropos. This is from a letter that Prabhupada wrote to Satsvarup Maharaj in San Francisco in 1968. So the letter is, 48 years old at this point, almost 50 years old. Our relationship is eternal, but if someone lags behind, so in spite of our eternal relationship, one may not meet the other at the destination. Just like a flock of birds, although very intimately connected, every one of them has to fly in the sky by his individual strength. If one is less strong, the others cannot keep him in the sky. That's the law of nature. So long as every one of us is strong in Krishna consciousness, there's no doubt that you can fly in the spiritual sky and meet together without failure. Therefore, individual strength is most important. And that individual strength is achieved in the association of devotees also. So you see Prabhupada here navigating this kind of interesting, these two sides of the equation, where on one hand you have to be individually strong and fly in the sky, maintain your 16 rounds, maintain the 4 regulative principles for the rest of your life. At the same time, you have to take shelter of the devotees, take strength from the devotees, and taking initiation means that you're saying, and you've said today in front of everybody important, that we could bring together in one place and time the Lord, the fire, the Brahmanas, the Vaishnavas, the Guru. You've said that you're strong enough now. You've taken enough mercy. You've taken enough association. That you're strong enough now that for the rest of your life, you've imbibed that strength. And it's become one with you. And you will maintain your vows to chant and to follow for the rest of your life without interruption. It's not a small thing. It's a big deal. It's a momentous occasion. It's a glorious occasion. I congratulate all of you, and I also want to remind you of the seriousness of the path that you've embarked on. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, you will speak a few words of blessings.
Hare Krishna. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhavacha pacitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. Certainly it's a very special occasion for all of the initiates to get blessings of His Holiness Radhanatha Maharaj, because I had few very interesting experiences, and one of them was when I was traveling with my Guru Maharaj, Radhanatha Swami, and he found a YouTube clip on the internet where Narendra Modi, the present Prime Minister of India, when he was still Chief Minister of Gujarat, was making a presentation of Radhanath Swami's book, The Journey Home, for Gujarati government and all the prominent people there. And Radhanath Maharaj was there with his disciple, who was translating for him from Gujarati language. So, but the whole clip was in Gujarati, and Indradumna Maharaj was watching it for good 20 minutes without understanding a word, of course, but he was just admiring. He was saying, "Wow, look at this! Radhanatha Maharaj is reaching such amazing heights in preaching no one ever reached. So he is the greatest preacher in the whole International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And definitely we see Maharaj actually making history in ISKCON, connecting with the people of amazing prominence. And so for everyone to take, for anyone who is taking initiation from Maharaj, it's an amazing honor, but also it's an amazing, very high responsibility to properly represent your spiritual master, because people will look at you that you are now official representatives who are connected to such a wonderful personality, and they will expect you to also be wonderful devotees. And so please do everything what you can to represent your Guru Maharaj properly, and I'm sure you're getting today so many blessings from everyone, including Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Shri Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada, your Guru Maharaj, and all the assembled Vaishnavas. So you're getting all the spiritual strength, and we wish that you utilize this spiritual strength in the best way to help Srila Radhanatha Maharaj in his mission. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So that was chanting of Vishnu this morning, for remembrance of Lord Vishnu by chanting his holy names. And now we'll chant Swasti Vanchana for auspiciousness. Om Swastina Govinda, Swastina Siddhamkana, Swastina Vatsena Vishnu Datu, Swastina Dharovai, Swastina Bhavana Bhuso Tumadatu, Swastina Vishnu Saha, Swastina Vishnu Datu, Swastina Teda Hari, Swastina Janasano Hanor Bhagavano Datu, Swasti Swasti Sumangalaike Shumahan Shri Krishna Satchidanandagana, Saveshveshvo Datu, Guratu Sasime Krishna Sabhavesha, Chukutu Swasime Bhagavana, Vishnumanaya Sargatra, Swasti Kalyasa Samandara Vidusana Karsni, Sarvadina Vinashana, Om Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
waiting for all tonight's love to come through. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I offer oblations to the space between the heavens and the earth. Om Swa Idam Narayana Idam Namana. I offer oblations to the upper planetary systems. Om Bhurva I offer oblations to the manifested universe. So we can chant responsively. Om Agyanam, Om Agyanam, Dasya, Dasya, Jana, Lakaya, Chakyur, Unikam, Nina, Tasmai, Shri, Gurave, Daintaye, Pripaptaye, Krishna Sabanda, Daine, Bhavave, Gopika, Nanda, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Okay, once more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swaha, Swaha. Okay, so now I'm going to chant the last mantra and offer the last oblation. To those who have bananas in your plate, you can stand up, and then we'll chant the last mantra, and then you come forward and gently place the bananas in the fire. So except for myself, there's no more offering of grains at this point. Purnamidam Purnasya Panamadaya Purnameva Visishyate Swaha. Okay, come forward and gently place the bananas in the fire. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nithai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Go Pramanande, Go Pramanande. Jam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvrajagachaya, Astota Satashi Shrimad Divine Grace, Abhacharya Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada Iskana ki. Om Shri Vishnupad, Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj, Simhagu Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Shri Vishnupad Sakshat Vairagyamurti, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki. Om Shri Vishnupad, Srila Satchit Ananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki. Om Shri Vishnupad Vaishnav Sarvabhauma, Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki. Jai Shri Swarup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath, Satko Swami Prabhu ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem Jagaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadhar Shiva Shri Gaur Bhakta Brinda ki. Shri Gaur Nitai ki. Shri Panchatattva ki. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Sham Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki. Shri Rukmini Dwarkadish ki. Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham ki. Shri Navadvip Dham ki. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki. Shri Ganga Mai ki. Shri Jamuna Mai ki. Shri Bhakti Devi ki. Shri Tulsi Maharani ki. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Brinda ki.
Harinam Sankirtan ki, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Shri Prem Purushottam Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri ISKCON Guru Vrinda ki, Gopamanande. All glories to the devotees. All glories to the devotees. All glories to the devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada.